I was just about to start recording tomorrow's show to talk about Cam Talbot, talk about the Red Wings, talk about the Canadiens. There's a lot to dive into, and we'll get into that more tomorrow. But we have to go out there and make an emergency video because the Montreal Canadiens have made themselves a roster move. Oops, you cannot see it. Let's go out there and open it up. Take a look at this. The Montreal Canadiens have recalled Florian Xhekaj from the Laval Rocket, and Joshua remains with the Habs. So guess what, folks? It is double time, sheriff time in Montreal. Xhekaj's younger brother Florian is now up with the team, and this doesn't need to be too long of a video. It's just going to be a checking in type of thing. This is a really fun piece of news for Canadiens fans, considering the struggles the team has gone through lately, both in net and elsewhere. There are a number of positive angles that you can take from Florian Xhekaj's recalling to Montreal. Marco says he should have been the first one they called up after camp. Well-deserved flow. Arbor can't get the job done. Embarrassing lack of response last game. Hope Florian has more balls and is willing to engage. Okay, bringing one brother up while putting the other one down. I don't know how I feel about that necessarily. It was just the top reply over here. But either way, Florian Xhekaj has a lot to like out of his profile this year and in prior years as well. 21-year-old, 6'4", 205, left-handed left-wing center, drafted by Montreal in the 4th round of the 2023 NHL Draft. Might I remind you, when you take away the name, you take away the fact that he is a Xhekaj, that he has these qualities that are very similar to Arbor, that he was a fan favorite the moment he was drafted because he is a brother of Arbor's. When you take away the family name, this is just a really good story in general. A 4th round pick making the NHL 2 years after he got drafted? That's unheard of. We saw Emmett Finney in Detroit have similar conversations about him. Hey, it's rare just to see a 7th round pick make the league in general, especially at this young of an age. Florian Xhekaj is going through the exact same thing. Literally a 4th round guy, and now 2 years later he is in the National Hockey League. That is so incredible, even when you ignore the fact that he is a Xhekaj. But Florian was a stud in the Brantford and Hamilton Bulldogs systems in the OHL. He inevitably made the Laval Rocket and scored 35 points in 69 games the most recent season, 24 goals and 11 assists there. The problem here is, you can say, Florian only has 4 points in 16 Laval Rocket games this season. 44 penalty minutes, though, so he really is finding ways to amp up the physical game and get involved with pretty big moments. However, I think for Canadiens fans who had watched Florian during the preseason, this is one of these moments where it's like, yeah, okay, finally, a guy who showed off very well is getting his opportunity. And the AHL in particular is a lot more, let's just say, physically focused. There's a lot more of an emphasis on the rough and tough style in the AHL. A lot of skill guys don't necessarily thrive in that environment. Not saying that Florian is a pure skill guy, but I am just saying here he does have tools and he does have abilities that make him probably more NHL projectable than your average AHL Joe. And the fact that he is 21 obviously makes it a little bit easier to project him as an NHL idea at this stage, so we'll see where exactly it is Florian Xhekaj gets placed in the Montreal Canadiens lineup. They're loving it over on the subreddit, by the way. If we head over to our Habs and take a look, I mean, there are a number of fans that are explaining and expressing their happiness at this. Joshua remains with the team. I mean, okay, it was said here earlier that Joshua would go down, but no, he is still with Montreal. Florian Xhekaj, though, getting called up, I mean, pretty good idea. You want to see the physical response. You want to see the Bash Bros going out there and trying to do their thing. Arbor and Florian could be a total nightmare for most NHL teams to deal with. The fact that Joshua is still with the team probably means that Evans is out. Yeah, there you go. RIP to our most used forward on the PK and defensive situations. Suzuki is going to play 40 minutes tomorrow, which, of course, is not great for him. But, hey, Florian Xhekaj, that's a pretty good piece of news, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I got to go out there and start talking about goaltending in Montreal, but how do you think Florian is going to be able to fare, assuming he does get the start tomorrow? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.